Hey there, Foxy Gamers! Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Sorry it's been so long since I played this game, but sort of life got in the way, plus also focusing on some other series. But as promised, I am playing some more Oxygen Not Included. Let's see here. First things first, I want to make sure this is going to contain all of our polluted dirt, so that we don't have to have that sitting around our colony germing up everything. Alright, research complete. We'll choose a new research here. And I just wanted to point out, let's see, let me choose this before I get into what I was going to say. Let's see here, we just researched our supercomputer, which we'll need for some more advanced researching. But what should we choose next here? I've already kind of forgotten what order we want to do these things in. I think this is all for a little bit later. Maybe we want some power stuff. Yeah, let's get ourselves a coal generator, wood burner, all that good stuff. Yeah, anyway, so thanks a lot to the Mule71 on my last video for giving me so many useful tips and pointing out some things to me that I didn't realize. For one thing, I didn't know that the mode that I had been playing on was basically, like, too easy and making me miss out on many of the game's aspects. So I have restarted our colony. You probably noticed that it looks a little different if you just watched the last video, but we are no longer playing on no sweat. We are playing on, I guess, what is the normal mode, which I thought was the hard mode, but I'm not very good at doing the really hardcore stuff like in the long dark. I didn't last very long on the hardest setting, but I also don't like doing easy mode, so thank you, Mule, for pointing that out to me. I think we're gonna have more fun with this. We'll be more likely to fail, but that's part of the fun, right? Anyway, one thing I probably shouldn't have done last time is chosen a dupe on our first printer cycle. So this time we're going to choose something else. I don't know that we actually need rust right now. I haven't used rust before, so I assume that's going to be a little bit later. But we can always use some muck root, so we will go ahead and print that muck root. So this map, I actually think, is pretty amazing as far as the water goes. Look at all these water sources we have here, and they've all got clean air, no polluted water, no polluted air, so we don't have to worry about all that. We are going to want to combine all of these water sources into one, partially so that I can use this space that's right near our starting area, but also so that we only have to have one water pump when it comes time for adding that. And as far as I know, this water is going to last us a very, very long time, so that is good news. Alright, our research is complete. We can make jumbo batteries, switches, and wire bridge. I'm not sure what the wire bridge is for. Let's check that out. Runs one wire section over another without joining them. Can be run through wall and floor tile. Okay, I'm not sure why we would be concerned about wires not overlapping with each other. Maybe that has to do with some more stuff later on where you can, like, control which wires are running power and which ones aren't. That's all I can assume that is for. But let's see, for now, I think our focus should be making sure we have a place for our carbon dioxide to go down to. As you can see, we're doing pretty well on our oxygen here. We did run out of our little, whatever these are called here. What is that? The oxylights. We had a few oxylight in our starting area at first, but we have already used those up. However, this oxygen diffuser is doing a pretty good job, but that means we are going to need to have a place for our carbon dioxide to go. So yeah, I think that's going to be our next goal, is just digging this stuff downwards so that we can pool all our water together, as well as have a place for the carbon dioxide to go. Okay, our research has been complete, so I think the next thing we're going to want to do here is maybe head for agriculture. Let's see, hydroponic farm. That can be used for getting rid of polluted water, I believe. I'm not sure that's something we're going to be terribly worried about right now, but eventually we are going to want to do some ranching. So how about we start researching up here for this ranching, which means we're going to need some advanced research, but that won't be till after we do this meal preparation one. So we just need to make sure to also build, let's see here. Oh, copy. Create new build orders for the selected building. Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing we could do there. Let's get ourselves a supercomputer here and make sure this is powered up. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so we've got this little lady here on our researching jobs, which is pretty great because she's got 7 science, so she's researching pretty well. In fact, she's probably going to outpace what the colony actually needs pretty soon here. So I actually forgot that we can't really use the supercomputer right now because we need to have a dupe with the advanced research skill. Unfortunately, Lyra does not have that yet, so what are we going to need here? This duplicant skills. As soon as she has a skill point available, which she's not too far away from that, we're going to want to give her advanced researching so that she can use that computer. So if this thing that she's researching right now, this 30 novice research, if that doesn't push her over the edge, which I think it will because 30 is quite a lot, then we'll just start researching some other things that also require novice research. I believe we will not lose the research, the progress that we've already made if we switch the research over. But like I said, I don't think we're going to have to do that because I think she's going to be able to level up by the time that we need her to use the supercomputer. Now the coal generator I am going to want to use because otherwise we have to have our dupes running this manual generator here, and that's taking away precious time and energy for this dupe doing some other things. The problem with the coal generator is that it's going to heat things up in our colony, so we need to make sure that that's going to be okay. So far, this area is pretty temperate. In fact, I think early on I had one of my dupes complaining about being too cold, so unless we go up here, which we're not going to do for a little bit, we're going to keep digging downwards for a while, I think we'll maybe be okay for now with our temperature. Ooh, what's this guy? Cool steam vent. Whoa. Huh. That's interesting. It's like releasing pink, though. I feel like based on this, pink is like even hotter than molten, or is that supposed to be what scorching is? So maybe we're not gonna be digging that out for a while. It's interesting that it says cool steam vent, but it seems to be very, very warm. Alright, well anyway, I think we'll be okay to make our coal power generator down here somewhere, but I want to do it lower so that like it doesn't heat up the top part of our base. I haven't explored too much with heat yet in this game, but based on everything else that it does pretty accurately, I imagine it's going to do a sort of heat rises type of thing, which means we're going to want to put it down fairly low. So maybe we'll put it in this area once we clear away our water, or we might do it even a little bit lower than that. Alright, as I was hoping, we can level up our dupe. Fantastic. So she should get started on this advanced research. Hooray! There we go. Wow, that was like absolutely perfect timing, wasn't it? Fantastic. Well, as suspected, that Mule 71 pointed out, as we're digging down here, we are quickly running out of oxygen. And there's a lot of work that I want to do down here. So I think we're gonna follow Mule's suggestion and put in, let's see, we'll do an algae terrarium right here. I don't want to do a whole lot of these because from my understanding, they're going to pollute our, or not pollute, they're going to heat up our temperature pretty quickly if we have too many of them. So we're going to do these for just like a little temporary thing down here till our dupes are done with all of their work, and then we will just remove those. So one thing I'm going to do here, I was considering what I should organize here with this water. I was thinking about, oh, look at all this space down here. I should just drop the water into this space. But honestly, this doesn't really have anything beneficial for me. It's just going to add a whole bunch more carbon dioxide to our air. And there's not, like, there's a couple muck roots down here, but other than that, there's not really anything valuable. So I think what I'm going to do is actually reinforce this ground here. There's a lot of algae and some sandstone, and I don't know how well that's going to hold once we have a whole bunch of water down here. So I want to like reinforce this with some tile and make sure that this is going to be our permanent water source. So this might take a little bit of time, and I don't know if this is the smartest thing to do right now. Maybe this is for a little bit later in the game to do this kind of organization, but honestly, I think our dupes are okay right now with their needs being met. They've still got a lot of oxygen up here where they're sleeping and where they're doing all their activities, so we don't have to worry about that too much. The one thing I might want to take care of is the Duplicants' morale. I don't know that I've really experienced a whole lot of what's going to happen if they don't have high morale, since before now I've always been playing on the no sweat mode. So one thing I'm going to do is maybe turn these into some rooms, because if you look at this room overlay here, they'll get morale bonuses if we actually turn this stuff into rooms. So let's see. I believe, yeah, the washroom is going to be more advanced, but we could turn this into a latrine, toilet, wash station, no industrial machinery. I don't think this counts as industrial machinery, even though it's kind of like, oh, cool, here's a bin full of our poop right next to our toilets. They probably don't like that too much, but maybe they don't care. You can't be too picky in an underground world, I suppose. So, let's see, minimum size 12 tiles, maximum size 64. I think we should be good with that. So, all we need to do is give these guys a door here. And then, well, let's see. I don't know if it's better to, like, put 2 doors here or put tiles above the doors. We'll see what happens. Oh, these guys weren't doing anything. I guess they're out of stuff to do. Oh, can you not reach? I thought the ladder only had to be 2 above the ground. I guess it needs to be 1 above the ground for them to reach all that. Alright, our algae terrarium is doing a bit of work. It's not great, honestly. It's, hopefully it's just gonna make it so they don't have to go up as high to get a breath while they go down here and work. Hopefully some of this oxygen over here will start coming in there. That would be nice. Oh my gosh, our researcher already got done with all of this stuff. Wow, she is on a roll. Like I said, she's gonna basically be ahead of what the rest of the colony is capable of doing right now. But yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and continue on with this animal control here, because I'm not sure we really need anything else at the moment. And oh, looky here, we've got another thing we can print. Oh, and a duplicant skill. Let's see here. Who do we have? Hassan. Oh, we actually have both of these guys have skills. Let's see. You are a farmer. And you... What do you like? Oh, you don't like anything? Exosuit. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? Alright, well, Jean is obviously going to be our farmer. And Hassan, I guess we're just going to give you... Do we want hard digging or improved carrying? I know there's some materials above where we are right now that is going to need some hard digging, but for now, I think... Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Learning improved carrying will put Hassan into a morale deficit and cause unnecessary stress. Oh no. Huh. Okay, so teaching him anything at all, basically, is going to put him into a morale deficit. So... Well, so why do these guys have so much morale? Well, not you. I guess you only have one. Duplicant, latrine, interested skills learned, 1 shift break, last cycle's decor. And what is your issue? Current morale 0. Grizzly meal. Oh, okay. You didn't like the food that you ate. Okay, so maybe we need to... Ugh. I don't want to do this, but maybe we need to give them... We'll just do this here. Give them another morale, or another downtime, and take away the sleep time. But if they need more sleep, then they will continue to sleep, I think, during the bath time. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they will. So now we should be able to give him... We'll do caring. There we go. So, his morale is back to 0, but whatever. And what should we print here? Briar seed. I guess that's what we want. I don't know that I'm ready to take care of more duplicants, so we'll just go with that for now. Oh, you're gonna research, huh? I guess because Lyra is sleeping. I suppose that's okay. I don't really have any other things for you to do I? Alright. I really want to get this water down into this area so we can start using that for our coal generator, but I'd really like them to dig this out and reinforce this before we do that so they don't have to swim in as much water. But that is going to be our next task unless somebody advises me that this is a really terrible idea, because honestly I don't know any better. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Oxygen Not Included. I am looking forward to, well, probably failing on this game since I haven't played this difficulty mode before. But hey, it'll be fun, right? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, everyone, and until next time, stay foxy.